there guys, and welcome back to Factorio 0.17 Vanilla start to finish. I'm Xterminator, and we're back. It's been a little while. Just been really busy doing some other stuff, Satisfactory, all that. But someone made a very important point in the comments of the last episode that I kind of goofed up, and we're also being attacked. Oh, that's our power. That's actually really important. Is I had this purple science being sideloaded onto the blue, except luckily we hadn't turned it on yet because I completely forgot that the blue is actually sideloading onto the military. So that would have actually created a belt with 3 different packs, which we don't want. So we'll actually have to feed the purple in on its own belt. But we do need to go fix this because this is going to kill our power. And that's kind of important. You jerk. It's only like one dude, too, just tearing up our stuff. Alright, I'm not sure where he's actually coming from. Okay, let's do that. Let's get that, and get a light. This base, excuse me. This base over here looks like where he's coming from. So, actually, I don't really want to spend the time to go kill that, so what I'm going to do is just throw a couple turrets down right here, and they'll likely, if they send in another attack, they'll likely target this area again. So we can use normal ammo for these guys. It's fine. We have plenty of it anyway. And there we go. All right. So let's go ahead and continue work on the purple science. We should be able to finish it this episode for sure. Plus do some other stuff because all we need to do now is make the electric furnaces. Which are pretty straightforward. We just need the stone brick, advanced circuits, and steel, all of which are actually on the bus. And then our next step is unloading iron and stuff from a train because we have pretty much no iron at this point, which is really, really bad. Where is the brick's way over here? This is going to take a lot of belt. Alright, so this is another case where we're going to have to underground the bus just because that's in the way. Alright, so there we go. We had lined that up. Gonna have to underground here as well, but that's okay. And here we go. This guy we can underground though. I think. Yeah, we could actually, well this one then we'd have to underground there. It doesn't really matter. So this one I think needs to go like that. Am I putting, how many belts are actually here? I guess this is 4, isn't it? So this actually needs to come back. There we go. And this guy is going to be needed farther down the red circuit, so we might as well extend him down while we're at it. Again, we're going to have to underground that, but this one we can underground here. Boom. Okay, so we're about to hit this water. We have room to finish this, although we're going to have to do a lot of land filling to be able to build high-tech science unless we want to like turn our bus upwards or something, which I suppose we could do. In fact, I'd be interested what you guys think. Let me know in the comments. Do you think we should build a landfill a ton and just continue this way, or should we turn the bus and start building vertically north here? Also, you mentioned this is being sideloaded for some unknown reason. Why is that? Weren't they supposed to share a belt? Yes. I don't know what I'm doing. There we go. Right, okay, so this is not rail. This is going to be modules, and let's see if I can do this without, no, I can't, great. There's going to be modules and the furnaces. So, this guy needs to merge through here. This is going to be a little messy, but we could do it outside this, but that's fine. So furnaces, let's do a quick calculation. These need 1 every... Man, I totally forget the math that I figured out for this. We're basically making 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're making 1 like every 3 seconds. Or, well, we're doing a craft every 3 seconds. So we basically need a furnace every 3 seconds. These take 5 seconds, which means we need 2, and it will be a little bit overkill, 2 assemblers doing it, but that's not bad. Not bad at all. So let's bring this over here, and we'll just have the output nice and set right there. I think my math is right. Alright. So output, output, and then these guys again need 3. It doesn't, I'm gonna put it doesn't really matter which, I would say either steel or stone goes on its own belt, again, because those require the highest amount of things. So, let's go ahead and get that. Need some more lights in here. It's a little dark. Excuse you, game. You're in the way. Alright. We could bring this power pole over here. Throw another light down. Okay, so we've brought the brick over here. Guess we could just stick him on his own belt, like right here. Makes it easy, right? Oh. Dang it. And then this guy needs to split here. And the steel, I'm not really sure. Like, my bus is a little bit wonky. I think I was just leaving room for 2 steel belts, like here and here. So if this guy goes down like that, that should work. And then steel and red circuits need to merge, which... Where is our steel? It's right here. It's a little hard to see in the dark. I need to probably put some lights on my bus, too. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to have this do something like this, except that this guy's actually in the way. It's a bit annoying. Potentially. Should have done this the other way around. Let's do this the other way around. Let's put steel on its own belt. You know, except actually do it correctly with a splitter. And then let's merge these, because I think this should work a lot better. Yeah. Alright. Oh my goodness. I am just failing over and over again. Alright, so here, like that. This guy's just going to directly underground, like so. Okay, in there, and then this guy, like that. Sweet. Pretty much out of underground. Gonna need to go pick some of those up. And yeah, let's actually go pick those up right now. Yeah, our bus is a little bit messy. We'll clean it up as we go. It gets a lot easier to like clean up and fill in when you actually start adding more belts to it and stuff, because there's not all these like random gaps. Now this is going to drain our iron super quick, and we don't really have much iron to be drained in the first place. Insert a capacity bonus, that will help a lot, especially with our train stuff. Really didn't need those. What I do need is inserters, fast inserters. So we're going to hook that up really quick, and then we're going to work on our train loading and unloading, because we need iron desperately. And a lot of people said they wanted to see that, so I'm going to try my best to explain it. There's many different ways you can do train loading and unloading. So a lot of it's kind of just personal preference. Right, so these are cranking these out. Or so I thought. These long-handed inserters, probably not fast enough, because he's going to try to stock up 20 brick. Let's watch this for a minute. It should actually be good. Yeah, okay. Because they try to hold double of what they actually need. So this should be fine. Let's just make sure this is working correctly. This is going. Everything's going. Oh, we're actually making purple science. Sweet. So that's going to back up. I'm not really equipped. We're going to have to send these on the outside. Which is fine. Could actually blow up some of these cliffs. Thank you, autosave. Yeah, so we're just going to send belts on the outside, and this will be purple and yellow. But for now, we need to get the train stuff going. We don't need to do purple science right now, because we're not going to have the iron to make much of anything else. Okay, so let's start with the unloading, because the train's already here. We're going to actually need... we'll use iron boxes. You can use iron or steel. I would recommend not wood, just because of how small it is, but you can if you need to. Okay, so this is going to have to kind of move over a little bit. So, personally, the way I like to do unloading... The hell? Is this, like, not lined up? Interesting. Usually there's not two boxes that are like that. So, the way I like to do this is pretty straightforward. Now, normally I just do 4 inserters because once you get stack inserters, that's more than enough. But we'll do 6. Also because the part of my brain that wants to save game performance, inserters can be quite intensive game performance-wise once you get enough of them. So saving 2 on every wagon on all of your trains adds up pretty quick. But that's not really going to be a worry in this particular playthrough. So we're just going to do... We need a lot more boxes. We're just going to do 6. So basically, we're pulling from the wagons, putting them into chests, because buffers on train unloading are extremely important. And the reason for this is so that the train can either pick up a full load or dump off a full load, like really quickly, pretty much as fast as the inserters can move it, without having to sit there the whole time while it's saturating a belt and the consumers are actually using it, if that makes sense. Because by dumping it in these chests, this will hold an entire cargo wagon worth-ish. Not quite, actually. Steel chest would, so we'll have to upgrade those. But pretty much this can hold... well, actually, each one of these can't hold, but all of these can easily hold a whole wagon. This will dump all of its stuff into these, and then these will hold the ore and, dump it onto the belt as it's needed. Whereas if this just went straight onto belt, this train would sit here forever because it'd be waiting for the stuff to consume it and the belt to move to output its stuff, if that makes sense. So it's a little bit, it makes it a little bit bulky and a lot of materials, but it's really important to do this because otherwise you're just going to have, no throughput. So the way I like to do this is very simple, just like that. So basically, we're unloading 3 here and 3 here. It's being combined into a splitter and output like that. There's, like I said, there is a ton of different ways you could do this. There's some super crazy fancy ones people do. I mean, you could do something like this, which I personally do not like, and I don't even think this would work properly. But you could do something like that, which actually I used to do. Actually, this maybe would work properly, but it's a lot bigger, bulkier than this, requires more materials. So I like just doing this. Like I said, there's some ones that people like Mad Zuri and stuff do that are a lot more perfect in terms of unloading perfectly balanced and stuff, and are just really, really cool. But I don't have those memorized, and they're kind of complicated, some of them. So I just like doing this. And I'm not sure this is actually going to be super balanced. We'll see. So we have 4 lines coming off of this. Now we could combine them. Although, one thing I'd like to do, I don't actually have any of my blueprints. One thing I'd like to do is do a balancer between all these. And I'm trying to figure out where we can actually put this. Let's power this first off. Definitely going to need some lights. Okay, so we need 1 line, 2 lines, 3 lines so far. So you could do a 4-to-3 balancer, which I don't remember how to do. Alternatively, you can just do a 4-to-4 and just not pull out the 4th line, which I think actually works a bit better in terms of balancing. It's not too big. I'm just trying to figure out a good place to do it. I suppose... Do I have any grenades left, by chance? We do not, but we can squeeze it in here. Clear a couple trees. Okay, so I'm just going to squeeze it in right here. If I can remember how to make it. I probably can't. It's been a really long time since I've made one, and I'm not great at remembering this stuff. Okay, so this comes in. Trying to memorize this. Okay. This guy comes over here. So basically what this is going to do is this is going to balance all of these lines between each other, because some things Because if we do it like just one to each, it's gonna pull like one to each smelter. It's going to unload very unevenly because some smelters may be consuming more than others. And I'm going to very quickly take a peek just to refresh my memory. Okay. Okay, so it is what I thought. Alright, so we'll just underground like this. We could actually underground this because that would be the smart thing to do. Same principle as a bus, except doing that correctly. And you can just drag belts over undergrounds or not. You used to be able to. Really? I've sworn you used to be able to do that. Okay, so connect these guys in. Dang it. Okay, so this is going to come up to here-ish. And then we need, actually this needs to come up a little more. Because we need a splitter in the middle. So then these outside ones come inwards like this. Okay, so basically we're taking two lines here and here, we're combining them, and then half is being sent this way, half being sent this way, and from this half, it's being split again and kind of merged between these to go underground, and then the other half is going through here and being like merged together, and then these are coming together here, like so. And that should do it. Because then now what we can do, and I think you could put one back here too, kind of like the reverse of this, to make it throughput unlimited. I don't exactly remember. But this should certainly suffice though, for sure. Okay, so then this, let's underground that. And we're gonna do pretty much the exact opposite. Oh, wait, what? Oh, that goes that way. Okay. I was a little bit confused. I'm gonna do pretty much the exact opposite on the loading side, is we're going to combine all of our minor lines together in a balancer and then feed them into the train. Okay, so one of these is going to go here. I'm not going to do it yet because it's still supplying ore. One of these is going to go up to here. And then another one is going to go up to here. And basically, the other advantage to this balancer is right now, this line is not going to be used at all. And once it backs up, it's just going to basically back up through here, and this is going to balance and send all that excess through these other lines, is kind of the whole point of that. And also, did I run power? I definitely didn't. Of course not. We have enough power pulls to run power. I'm not sure we're going to get this entirely set up this episode. Let's see if we can do this while driving. Get the first one placed. That's not at all what we want. Look at that collapse. So I'm holding left mouse button and just driving, and this will auto place. Now the only little difficult part with this is the corners. Getting this to work on the corners. Looks like we actually did it decently. I'm not sure if that corner actually connected. Okay, so we're gonna send him. So we have iron ore pickup, and we're just going to do full cargo, and then we're going to do iron ore drop off, and we're going to do an empty cargo, and then we're going to tell him to go here so he actually sits, and then this thing, come over here. Okay, it does have power to connect, sweet. And we're going to finish this line out. So close. So I'd like to pull 4 lines from this, so we can use a 4-lane balancer. Of course, you can pretty much just do the way we did the other one and only input 3 lines and output 4. And that's the beauty of the balancer, is that will work. Of course, I didn't bring power pulls because I'm dumb. but we'll still do this. Okay, so yoink the coal out. I know it's dark. Could throw a light down here. There's one over here too. And yeah, so we're just gonna throw this balancer somewhere over here. Sure we have enough room to feed stuff, so boom, boom. Like that. Come on. I'm like playing super sloppy right now. Alright, come over here, come out. And then splitters. And there we go. Okay, so one is going to feed in from over here. This guy's going to feed directly in there. This guy's going to come over here-ish. I don't have the miners to actually finish this, but that's okay. As long as we can get something started. We also do not have near enough boxes for this, I don't think. Maybe. Okay, what? We could use small power poles, I guess, if we have to. Dang it. Come on, game, you can do this. What the heck is going on? Alright. So this is not pretty. We'll just use small ones to finish this out, because I want iron. Okay, so everything's powered. And now, we'll just take these. 6 times 4 is 24, so we do actually have enough boxes. I'm sure we have enough inserters. I'm sure we don't. Definitely don't. I don't think I have enough iron to make any. I'm gonna make exactly 1. Okay, so then for loading, let me just show you really quick how we would do this loading. Basically, I just do the opposite. So, like this. So then like one line would feed in, well, this one would go up top, but then this guy would come over and go in like that. And this, I think, is not really the best because basically this gives priority to the first inserters. Alternatively, you could do more of a pyramid design. So like if we have, let's just use these for example. We have these here. You don't really want to grab straight from the splitter, so you would want to offset these. But you could do something like this, which may actually be what we end up doing. Because I think that would give more of an even distribution than doing something like this. It's just a lot more bulky and expensive. So we'll kind of see how this works out. But I think I'm going to end it here, guys. What I'll do is off camera, I'll finish this up because I pretty much showed you all the principles. So the next episode, we should have some iron, which is awesome. And I'll add more miners to get a 4th line and stuff like that. So there you go. That's pretty much the train stuff. Like I said, there's all different kinds of balancers, all different kinds of ways to unload. This is just my personal preference, at least for the loading, or the unloading, sorry. And the loading, I think I may do the pyramid thing, because this does very much prioritize this first set or 2 of inserters. But anyway, that's going to do it, guys. As always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed and found it helpful. Leave any thoughts and questions you have below. But until next time, I look forward to seeing you all, and do take care.